There is a reason they call this the prettiest little stadium in America. Glad to have you with us from Paulson Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Houston Cougars and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Southern's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Helms. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Dallas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Delayed handoff. It's Gibbs. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's a great job on the touchdown catch. And, of course, guys, we highlighted him as one of our impact players at the start of this game. And you saw great route running. You saw him line up in different spots against different coverages. It didn't matter. That whole drive was all about one guy. It was that impact wide receiver, and he puts this offense back on the board.
So that whole defense, which is about 11 guys, need to go to the sidelines and start to watch that iPad and get it together. And they're going to have to come up with a plan. Like, we cannot let one dude beat us consistently. That is not good defense. So interested to see if they can get their heads together and try to figure something out on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Weigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon, they're hoping to get now that 1-2 punch with Weigman, Palmer, that can get this off.
Snags it, and there's running room. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll be brought down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Makes the grab. It's held. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key, because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he's stopped right there. No gain on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call has them backed up, now staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Oh, what a move to get room. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown, Cougars! Once he got some room, it was over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try the left side. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. What a grab with one hand.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
He wants to throw it again. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. That's caught. It's McGarry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Weigman. They go to the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Trying to get the edge. It's Gibbs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. So now after that holding call, here's 2nd down, and they need 20. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bradshaw. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Hughes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Houston going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the catch. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Young. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
On the run, it's Hughes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Paulson Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter. Plows through the defense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Weigman. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The run inside. It's Hughes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Can't get him to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Bradshaw. Open space at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short, and this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Weigman. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Eagles' offense now ready to start the drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Johnson looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback making checks. Headed outside for the line. It's Gibbs. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Drake. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The keeper on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the counter. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Quick spin on the run. Got a little grass. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Great job by the back on the option. The Cougars with the immediate response.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Tight end now in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a crease. It's Gibbs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they get him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got it. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today.
Caught, and he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go right back to him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Hughes. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Hughes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Grab behind the line. It's Young. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
The run inside. It's Sanford. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Weigman. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Cougars sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There's some room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense set for a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the ground, it's Hughes. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Weigman. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Dallas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Houston! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good.
That makes the score Houston 45, Georgia Southern 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.